you're having this problem, there it goes, and mine does not make the beeping sound because something's wrong, but if you are turning and moving, or under braking, or deceleration, and you're getting your ABS light on, and then eventually it will usually just stay on, even if the problem was intermittent. You probably have a broken wire from the wheel speed sensor to higher up on the wiring harness of the engine. So, okay, so there's three things that can cause that ABS light to come on if it's related to your hub or wheel speed sensor. So I'm getting a code 0035, C0035, or P0035, and it's saying intermittent or lack of input from wheel speed sensor, and it'll say the left or the right. The most common fix for this is just to replace the whole hub assembly. So the first thing you want to check is your wheel hub. It may not be apparent that it's worn out or anything like that, but it could be another cause, and I'm going to show you over here. The cause could be a bad sensor, but it could also be this. If you look, this disc right here is what creates your Hall effect. So you've got this corrugated piece of metal that the Hall effect sensor is running on. The seal on this main bearing is obviously failed, and the grease has come out of the seal, and it is contaminated all over this corrugated piece of metal. If that happens, that's potentially going to cause a intermittent signal on the Hall effect sensor, so that would not work. This bearing also, you can kind of hear that. It is already on its way out. It could be because of that, partially. But the simplest thing to me, because the cost of these and the replacement is not that difficult, is to just replace it. Buy a new one. It's 3 bolts. It's pretty accessible once you take the caliper off and the rotor and the little shroud. It's not super bad. It probably takes a couple hours, but this is the thing I would normally go to first. In my case, it didn't fix it. So there are basically 2 other possibilities that are common. Right down here, you have your plug. And of course, anywhere you're going to have movement of wire in an old car, you could have a broken wire somewhere internally here. This is not as easy to diagnose. You can test it with an ohm meter. That is probably above the skill level of some of us, like myself. So the simplest thing to me is to just replace this wire. If you go on Rock Auto, eBay, you can buy a new wire right here, and it's going to be called an ABS or wheel speed sensor harness, and it will just be a plug that has about a 3-foot length with a couple of grommets that attach to these pinch points, and it's just got bare wire at the end. So you're going to have to cut wire and put the new one back on. More on that in a little bit. The third possibility could be your traction control module. It could be your it could be other like computer related parts in the main ECU, because a lot of this stuff, these go right back into a big multi-plug. They are not just to a traction control module computer. It goes back into the main board. That is up here. Look up here. If you look down here, they all lead back into here, and then a few go back down into your ABS pump forward of this. So it's less likely it's that. It's probably a mechanical break in the wire. It's probably your hub assembly. So how do you do this though? So I had to do some research, found the wiring diagram. I will post the link of that where I found it on the Internet Archive, along with the full service manual for this vehicle, which is awesome. Thank you to whoever did that. And basically, we're going to unplug this. Just pull up on this little clip right here. Pull up on that little clip and pull back. It'll pop out. And then we've got some zip ties to cut. And then we're gonna cut this wire and splice it and go not back where it came from. We're gonna go back up underneath up here, bring camera up, all the way up over here and splice it on top. Now let's come over here. Here, right here, on top. I've already done this. So the wiring that you're gonna need to look for, I will show you in just a second. But basically, if I'm gonna do this repair, I'm gonna at least make it obvious so I can, check my work in a way. So from this wheel, from the front passenger side, you're going to be looking for a green wire and a brown wire with a yellow stripe on it. That is right here. Oh, that engine's hot. So it's going to be, you should be able to find it because the main harness comes up from down there. It is from the wheel. It's right there. This guy down here, and that comes back up to here. And then you're going to need to open up this jacket, find the solid green wire. This is not a striped. This is going to be a solid green wire right here, and a brownish with yellow stripe wire. Okay, those are your passenger front speed sensor wire colors. Okay, and then you're basically just going to cut and pull them out, and then splice them back in right here. That is, to me, the simplest way to bypass potential breaks. I believe the brake that I have is down there, where it attaches across this silver colored bit right there, that one. And it's kind of bent, and there may be some movement from a engine mount, maybe a bad engine mount. So if you notice you have problems with the accelerating and your ABS comes on, or decelerating, or turning one way or the other, and then it's intermittent, it's almost certainly a broken wire. Now, I will find out if that's my problem here at the end. But anyway, I already did this side, spliced it in, and I'm leaving it exposed until I can kind of figure out that I can eliminate at least this factor. It's just directly connected to a point on the harness where there's no flex and there's very little likelihood of another break somewhere else. The traction control, or the ABS pump, is down here, right there. That's your ABS pump. So like, where? Right there, that guy with the canister. And that's got a big harness that comes back up under here. You can't really see it, but it does come right there. So that main wiring harness for that comes up here, comes up to here, and then splits off into this big multi-plug over here. So we're going to connect from this wheel over to the top where it's easy to get at and see if it fixes our problem. So what I have here is, I bought the wrong harness. I bought the one for the rear, which on Rock Auto is not labeled rear, by the way. It's just labeled wiring harness, and it has two perfectly ready-to-make, ready-made plugs here. And this is just a drop-in. I already stole a piece here. Very stupid, I know. But basically, I'm just cutting this off and I'm splicing it back in. It's just two wires, so I'm just gonna. The color's not gonna be maintained of the harness colors, but that's okay. So what are we looking for? We're looking for these two colors right here. Let's see what they are. Okay, this is great. So this has been repaired before. This is two solid gray wires, which is non-identifiable. And then they go up to two black wires. Maybe these are the originals. I doubt it. So two black wires. I think these might be originals, but they are two black wires, both. Yeah, there's no discernible markings on these. These do not have. I'm guessing this was repaired before. I'm just guessing. So that goes up. Unfortunately, that is going to go up to here. And I don't see two solid black wires in here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to consult the wiring diagram, and we're just going to have to trust it. So we are looking for a light blue and yellow wire. According to the diagram there, as you can see. So, Can we find it in here? Or is it somewhere else? I do not see a light blue and yellow wire here. So it is not here, it's going to be over here. Because the wheel speed sensor joins from over here. It is coming up from, you can't see very well. It's going to be coming up from there, that one that goes whoop. That is, it makes that sound as it comes up. Anyway, that's coming up to here. Okay, so our light blue wire goes into the multi-plug right here. It's right there. Solid blue, no stripe. Pay attention to the markings on the wiring diagram. The other wire, so this is all coming from down here up into this kind of junction right here. This goes to the transmission. This goes to the ABS pump. Yeah. So, interesting thing was, I noticed right here, that has a hole in it. It's rubbing on the transmission shift linkage right here. That could be the reason why the one side failed. It's been rubbing on it enough that it's got a hole. So let's see if we can find the yellow wire, because I believe the yellow wire, one single wire goes down, as well as from the other side, one of the wires went down. Came across the top and then goes through and then down to the ABS pump. Okay, so ultimately, I looked for the wire inside the main harness here, and I could not locate the yellow wire coming in. And I'll point this out, but basically there where it comes in, there should be a yellow and a blue wire coming in into this one on the left. There's the middle and the right. The one on the left should have a blue and yellow. It had a bunch of black and white striped wiring coming in. That's extremely confusing. So I don't know if somebody did a repair. Ultimately, I found out that the section going directly to the wheel, right down there, had been repaired. So that, what I would do to fix this is go to the most sensible point in the wire where there would be flex. So basically, this short, let's see if we can get it to focus, down there, that short pigtail that just comes off the hub, cut up there. Wish I could see this. That short pigtail right in the middle, right there, that one. If you can, just cut to a little bit short of that and then repair, because that's what I ended up having to do. I opened up several of these wiring harnesses and I could not find the yellow wire. I was able to find the blue wire. It goes into this one and it goes up into here, into this wiring harness up here, but it also has multiple solid yellow wires. They do different things. So I can't just safely connect to that. So that's what you should do. This shorter section right there, just cut to where you can reach and do the repair up to that point and then secure everything back down. That's what I did, and the light went away. So that's what you need to do, is just replace that section right here up to a point. I did it down to, try to get you in here. I did it down to about there. I'm looking at the wrong spot maybe. There you go. So you can see where I did the repair, and just do the best you can and make sure you tape it up pretty well. Hope that helps you guys out. And yeah, let me know if you have any other comments or questions. Please subscribe, and I'll try to show you more of these videos on working on these older cars. Thanks.